Okay, so we're supposed to simplify this fraction. Well, we have numbers and we have letters to various powers. How do we do it? Well, I think you already know how to simplify like a normal fraction. Like if you have just, just 30, just numbers. I mean, by normal, I mean just numbers. Like 30 over 66. You would just say, well, divide top and bottom by 6, right? That would leave 5 over 11. Well, that's exactly what we do. We just go divide by 6 and divide by 6. You just reduce the fraction, dividing top and bottom by the same number, leaves a 5, leaves an 11. Use your calculator if you're rusty on some of those times table things. So is that good for starters? That's just what we always do when we have a fraction. We just divide the top and the bottom by the same number to reduce the fraction. Okay. So I'll write it over here. So now we have 5, and we're gonna do more with the letters in a second. So 5 x to the 13th y to the 7th over 11 x to the 6th y to the 11th. Now, what do we do with the letters? Well, like the x's, we're going to subtract those powers, aren't we? What? Let me show why first off, because we know the x to the 13th means 13x, like right, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's 13x. So what is x to the 6? 6x to 3, 4, 5, 6. So one of these cancels one of these, right? They just cancel top and bottom. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 are gone. That leaves 7 extra x's on the top, doesn't it? So we just subtract. In other words, we just subtract. But I wanted to show you longhand why subtraction is the right thing to do, because that's just what it means, right? 13x's on the top, 6x's on the bottom, 13x's, 6x's, cancel, 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 6 of them cancel out, leaving 7 on the top. So that's what we do. Yeah, I'm not saying you should really write out all those x's. That's crazy. That's just what the teacher does. So they will subtract, and so we'll have 5x to the 7. This will cancel, leaving x to the 7. They subtract. And what about the y's? Same thing. Remember the y's, and there's 11 y's in the bottom. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 y's in the bottom, and 7 on top. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, right, and they're going to cancel and cancel and cancel and cancel and cancel, cancel and cancel. What are we left with? 4 extra y's on the bottom, of course. Right? So we just subtract, and wherever the bigger power is, that's where the leftovers are. Right? So it's going to be over, and we go, this cancels into here, leaving y to the 4th, and that is our final answer. Does that make sense? So recapping then, you just reduce the numbers in the front, divide top and bottom by whatever goes into them, in this case 6, becoming 5 over 11. And then for the powers on the x and the y, you just subtract them, always starting with the bigger one. So wherever the bigger one is, that's where the leftovers end up. So x to the 13th is bigger on the top. We end up with x to the 7th on the top when we subtract. On the bottom, the y is bigger, so the leftover y's after subtraction end up on the bottom. And there we go.